Shalom. My name is Mottel Baleston, and I head up an organization entitled the Messengers Messianic Jewish Fellowship. As a Jewish believer in Jesus, the Jewish Messiah, the cycle of holy days that God gave to Israel in Leviticus chapter 23 is an important one. And even now, while under grace and not bound by Mosaic law, those holy days still mark God's calendar. In the fall, our thoughts turn to the three large high holy days, typically known in the Jewish community as Rosh Hashanah, oftentimes called the Jewish New Year. We send cards to one another. 10 days later is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, and 5 days after that is the Feast of Tabernacles, or Chag Sukkot. These three holidays are very important in the Jewish community. They represent a reassembling of the Jewish community. And as a child growing up in the Jewish community in Brooklyn, in New York City, with two Jewish parents, the Jewish holidays were something that we were very much involved in. And today, even as a Jewish believer, I recognize that these things are pointers to the ultimate redemption ministry that Messiah would accomplish. Of these three holidays, the most solemn and holy was certainly the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, and it is found in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 26 through 32. That day was unique because every other day of the year, the high priest would go into the holy place and go about his duties. But on one day, the 10th day of Tishrei, the high priest would go into the holy place and then part the curtain and go into the Holy of Holies. In that moment, he would take the blood of the atonement, the blood that was made outside of the tabernacle or the temple, and bring that blood into the Holy of Holies, sprinkle that on the Ark of the Covenant, and on that one day, he would cover over the sins of all of Israel for the next year. Typically in the Jewish community today, it is a day of a full and complete fast from both food and water for those who are healthy. It is a day of repentance, and it is a day of hoping that your name will be written in the book of life. If you are truthful and sincere about fasting, about praying, and about repentance. At the end of the holiday, one can only hope that their names are indeed written in the book of life. As a Jewish believer in Jesus the Messiah, I have assurance that my name is written in the book of life, not because of anything I've done, not because I've fasted or prayed or repented to any great degree, as is seen in the Jewish community, but rather it's because of the atonement, the righteousness of Messiah Yeshua. He alone is a tzaddik. He alone is the Holy One of Israel. We can know for certain that our names are written in the book of life through the atonement made by Messiah Yeshua. Again, this is Mottel Baleston, and we wish you Chag Sameach for all of the three holidays, but particularly wishing that our names would be found written in the book of life through the person of Messiah Yeshua. Shalom, shalom.